Imagine this. You have worked really hard for years, built a career in tech company, and one day you're replaced by somebody flown in from another country. And that is not just because they are more skilled, but because they are cheaper to hire. This is the story of US H-1B visa holders, US tech giants, and labor system that some say is being exploited. Today we are breaking down how Indian workers are being drawn into this system, why this is happening, and what this means for everybody who is involved. The H-1B visa program was created to address a gap, a shortage of skilled workers in the United States. Every year, around 85,000 H-1B visas are issued, with Indian professionals taking a whopping 75% of them. In fact, companies like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft employ tens of thousands of Indians under this particular program. But is this about filling skill gaps or cutting the cost? Here is the reality. Indian workers hired on H-1B visa earn significantly less than their American counterparts. On an average, a US-based tech worker earns about $120,000 annually, while an H-1B employee is paid closer to $80,000. And that is 33% difference. For tech giants, hiring H-1B workers isn't about talent, it's cost-saving strategy. But this doesn't stop here. Many H-1B workers are willing to relocate closer to offices, work longer hours, and take on roles that American workers might hesitate to accept. Why? Because for them, it's not about a job. It's about an opportunity to build a better life. If we see it from an Indian perspective, then H-1B visa is like a dream ticket to US dream. It's a chance to work in some of the world's biggest company, gain global experience, and earn more than they could earn back at home. But it's not all rosy there. H-1B workers often live under constant uncertainty. Their visas are tied to their jobs, meaning that a layoff could force them to leave the country within 60 days. And yet the dream of these jobs remains skyrocket. Now let's just flip the coin. While H-1B workers strive for better opportunity, American workers are raising concern. Many claim that they have been replaced by cheaper foreign labor, even after training their replacement. Ex-Cognizant workers, for example, have accused the company of systematically pushing out local workers just to hire H-1B employees at lower wages. Cognizant, of course, denies all these allegations. But the number tells a different story. Companies like Infosys, TCS, and Cognizant are among the top users of H-1B visas. In fact, just 5 companies account for nearly 70% of new H-1B visa insurances each year. Now, these firms are accused of using the program not to address skill shortages, but to drive down labor costs. Let's look at the bigger picture here. In recent years, the tech industry has seen waves of the layoff. Yet, hiring through the H-1B program continues. Why? Because it's cheaper and H-1B workers are seen as more flexible. But the question remains same. At what cost? For Indian workers, it's the uncertainty of living on visa tied to employment. For American workers, it's displacement and growing resentment. So, where do we go from here? Well, critics argue that H-1B program needs reform. Stricter rules to prevent misuse and protect local workers while still allowing global talent to thrive in. For Indian professionals, the H-1B visa remains a gateway to opportunity, but it comes with its own set of challenges. Currently, the US government is under a lot of pressure to review the H-1B system. Some suggest raising minimum salary requirement for H-1B employees to ensure that they are not hired just because they are cheap. Others want stricter audits to companies that rely heavily on foreign laborers. Meanwhile, Indian workers continue to weigh the risk and the rewards of taking these jobs. The H-1B visa debate is actually complex, touching lives on both sides of the globe. It's a story of opportunity, exploitation, and fine line between the two. As this issue unfolds, one thing is clear. The world of work is changing, and it's all on us, workers, companies, and government, to shape a future that fares for everyone. We'll keep following the story as it develops. Until then, keep asking the tough question about what fairness in the workplace really looks like. For more such interesting videos, do follow TimesXP.